Hey there, sports history fan. This is Arnie Chapman of the Football History Dude podcast, and I'm stopping by this show real quick to tell you about a couple of cool giveaways that we have going on here at the network. Both are autographed books covering various topics of the NFL. The first is The Point After: How One Resilient Kicker Learned There Is More to Life Than the NFL by ex-NFL kicker Sean Conley. It goes over his unique experience as a walk-on kicker at the University of Pitt after never playing high school football. And then it gets into some of his time playing for NFL teams and so much more beyond the gridiron. The other is from author Kevin Bryant. His book is titled Spies on the Sidelines: The High-Stakes World of NFL Espionage. This book started as a curiosity, kind of a passion project to understand everything revolving around, well, Spygate. But this put Kevin down a rabbit hole learning about all sorts of espionage that has occurred throughout the history of the NFL. Both permissible and often the illicit techniques of gathering intel to try to impact the outcome of the game. To sign up for your chance to win an autographed copy of one of these books, all you gotta do is head over to sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways and sign up. That's sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways. Again, check out all the other podcasts that we have in the Sports History Network as well. But now, back to your regularly scheduled journey to the sports history timeline.
Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends in sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch podcast. Welcome once again to the Pigpen, your portal to all things great in sports history and team sports history, especially as we go to our sports break for July 25th. And we are going to talk about some fantastic athletes that played games and did some spectacular things on this day of July 25th. And jersey numbers that are going to come up are 28, 10, 6, 9, 14, and the number 5. We're going to start it all out. On July 25th, 1913, the Pittsburgh Pirates future Baseball Hall of Famer outfielder Max Carey scores 5 runs without even getting a hit. He reached first base on an error and 4 walks as the Buccos beat the Philadelphia Phillies 12-2 in that game back in 1913. Well, July 25th, 1939, the New York Yankees starting pitcher Atlee Donald, number 28 was what he wore that year. He set an American League rookie record for consecutive victories when he and the Yanks defeated the St. Louis Browns 5-1 for his 12th straight victory in Major League Baseball. As a rookie, that is. Now, July 25th, 1941, a 41-year-old Lefty Grove, wearing number 10, won his 300th and final Major League Baseball career game as the Boston Red Sox defeated the Cleveland Indians 10-6 at Fenway Park. And on July 25th, 1949, St. Louis Cardinals player wearing that number 6 that he made so famous, Stan Musial, hit for the cycle as the Cardinals overcame the Brooklyn Dodgers in a game by the score of 14-1 on that final that day. And July 25th, 1961, Roger Maris, number 9 of the New York Yankees, hit home runs number 37, 38, 39, and 40 of that 1961 season in a doubleheader game that they played that day. You know, there was plenty of talk that Maris was going to break, the former Yankee Babe Ruth's record of 61 home runs in one season, and he was well on his way with 40 home runs just after the All-Star break. July 25th, 1978, Cincinnati Reds number 14 Pete Rose set a National League hitting record as he reached base safely in 38 consecutive games with the use of his bat. And as we will see in a little over a week from now, that streak reached 44 games to reset the record books for consecutive games with a hit. Great Pete Rose in the late 1970s. July 25th, 1990, Kansas City Royals third baseman George Brett, wearing his number 5 jersey, hit for the cycle in Toronto. It seemed like everyone knew when Brett entered the batter's box in the 7th inning and needing only a home run to complete the hitting circuit for the game that he would accomplish the mission. Facing Blue Jays pitcher Frank Wills, destiny would not be denied as Brett pounded an 0-2 pitch into the bleachers in right center field. Now, the Royals hitting coach John Mayberry commented after the game, quote, "When the great ones want it, you can see it in their eyes," unquote. And old number 5 indeed wanted it, and to many there was not a question as to whether or not he would, but where would it go over the wall at? And he indeed did, and hit for the cycle on that date in 1990. He was getting a little long in the tooth at that point too, but he was still striking the ball very well. The great George Brett, number 5. So we're glad you could enjoy this little bit of sports history with us today. They go over some of these great days, and most of them are all baseball. And we sure enjoyed to hear all of our sports. If you see something that you'd like to comment on, please leave us a message at pigskindispatch@gmail.com. And as always, join us on pigskindispatch.com, jerseydispatch.com, and sportshistorynetwork.com. And as always, everybody, till tomorrow, have a great sports history day. Sorry, but my pitching coach just called timeout and he's coming out to the mound. I think I'm going to get yanked for a reliever. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more great sports history on Sports Jersey Dispatch Podcast. We invite you to check out our websites, jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. There's also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel to get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
It was just another ordinary day in the offices of the Pittsburgh Guardian newspaper circa 1924. But for Marla Delft, assistant editor, everything was about to change. For she was about to discover the awesome attractiveness of Row 1 brand retro sports paraphernalia items thanks to Orville Mulligan, sports writer.
And there it is.
Wow, Orville, that's really the bee's knees.
Isn't it just? A poster-sized replica of the actual 1909 World Series program cover.
I can see that. But where did you get it? And where'd you get it framed?
I ordered it from the Row 1 website, where over 6,000 items of sports memorabilia from the 1880s to the 1990s are available for reproduction, in multiple sizes and in several different materials, with over a dozen styles of frame to choose from for prints like this.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Delft would love to put up more of these in the office. But I'm equally as sure they're beyond this newspaper's budget.
Not at all, my dear Marla. See for yourself. Go to sportshistorynetwork.com/row1.
sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. Oh my, these are good prices. Oh, and look at this stuff. Oklahoma-Nebraska football, college basketball art, Michael Jordan items.
And so
retro
it was that
sports
Marla Delft
advertisement
discovered the
flowers.
splendiferous magic of Row 1 sports memorabilia, arts, and prints. You can too by visiting sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. That's ROW1 today for access to the full Row 1 catalog of gallery prints and gifts like t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, telephone cases, coffee mugs, blankets, pillows, towels, and even shower curtains. Act today for 15% discount off all prints with coupon code SHN15 and 20% off all other items with coupon code SHN20 at checkout. And keep your dial locked to the Sports History Network for the exciting chronicles of the 1920 sports world in Orville Mulligan, sports writer. Coming soon.